topic is crazy. Hey man, it's crazy good. It's crazy out of control. And in fact, it's actually based on a crazy conversation I had with people on Facebook about, you guessed it, crazy. And the interesting thing that I found with crazy is that there's some crazy contexts that we use with regards to this word. Like, one of the best uses of the word crazy that I've seen is a lot of times when married guys are trying to cheat on their wives, the line they use is like, hey man, my wife is crazy. She's crazy. I'm going to leave her as soon as I can. And usually the women that they talk to are like, yeah, woman crazy. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll date you. And it's just a very strange sort of context that happens there. I don't know what's going on with that. Actually, I have a general idea, but that's another topic for another day. Anyways, a lot of times we use the word crazy, we're thinking in terms of mental illness. And the problem I have with that is that it mischaracterizes people who have mental illness. And bear in mind that you have probably experienced at some point a symptom of mental illness. If you've had sleep disturbance, if you've been hopeless at some point in time, if you have felt any kind of depression or you felt a sense of stress or something along those lines, guess what? You've experienced mental illness. And I don't think, just guessing, that you would want to be characterized as being crazy. So how do we define what's crazy? Well, in many respects, I don't even look at it from that perspective. I look at it from the perspective of there is context. If you're going to use crazy, try to use it in terms of large amounts. Like, there's a crazy amount of people here. We're going to have a crazy amount of fun. That kind of thing. See, that's a positive use of it. But a negative use is kind of like, generally speaking, a negative context. Like, that person's crazy or that person's nuts or whatever it is. So, thinking in terms of that, this is what I'm going to try and do in my own life, because I often use crazy in a negative context or just kind of in passing. And what I found is that one or two of my clients actually had, a little bit of a negative response to it. Like, hey, that's not really a great thing to say. And I'm like, you know what? That's true. It's not really a great thing to say, especially with regard to mental illness. And I should know better because I'm a therapist. So, if you're going to use crazy, at least use it in something that's positive. Try to think in terms of how you're going to use that context. And again, I'm not going to sit here and tell you what to do. You do what you want, you say what you want. But I would encourage you to think about this. Think about how this is sort of continuing to purport the idea that mental illness is a bad thing and that we as a collective culture aren't experiencing it. Like me, no, I don't experience any mental illness, but everybody else does. Wait a second, if you're stressed, you probably do. So, just think in terms of this. Would you want to be characterized as crazy? I know I wouldn't. I'm Jim Valeri. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, go to jimvaleri.com or follow me on Twitter at @JimValeri. Have a great day.